And what's up, guys? My name is Andrew, but you can call me Andy, and this here is J-Rock MD, the show where we talk about all things J-Rock, all things J-Pop, all things anime music, and much more. I'm really excited for today's reaction. We are reacting to My First Story's Break It Down. Let's get started. Alright guys, I'm really excited about today's reaction because we are reacting to one of my top 3 favorite J-Rock bands, and that is My First Story. Now if you know nothing about My First Story, I'm actually not quite sure how you ended up on this video. I feel like the algorithm is going to push this out to those who know about My First Story. So let's speak into that context a little bit. But My First Story is an amazing, I guess they'd be like a post-hardcore alternative rock, sometimes bordering on metal, like J-Rock band. That said, I'm not a huge metalhead, so you can know they veer a little bit more in the punk kind of post-hardcore rock. Very punchy, still got the double kick bass going. We've got scream sometimes, but mostly cleans. And I just love My First Story. To be honest, recently, I haven't been a huge fan of like their newer stuff. They've been really doing the crossfade thing where they're throwing on a lot of like electronic elements, and you know, it doesn't really play to their strengths as much as I would hope that it would. Some songs I do really like Marigold was a really good recent release. We had Boyfriend was okay. I'm a Mess was like a huge single that released in Japan, very, you know, poppy kind of dance type song. Again, okay, not my favorite, but a lot of older My First Story like rocks hard. Like even some new stuff like Marigold rocks hard, even Tokyo Midnight rocks hard, Monster rocks hard, really kind of jump. When they get into the dance music, I'm loving it. And when they get into the more like kind of like electronic poppy stuff, I start to be like, yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna listen to a little bit of older stuff. Nothing wrong with it. They're growing. They're finding a new demographic. They're hitting them, or they're finding themselves in the mainstream in Japan a little bit more, selling out bigger venues, doing bigger tours, doing bigger collaborations, like the recent collaboration with Hyde. And so there's a lot of cool stuff coming out with them. And so this is a new song. I haven't heard it yet. I'm excited. It literally dropped today, or at least it says the music video dropped 15 hours as of recording this video, but maybe the single dropped before it. I've been just crazy busy, and I can't believe I missed a My First Story song. That said, I'm excited to see, like, you know, where they go with this sound. Like, are they going to continue on that dance electronic kind of vibe, or are they going to have their post-hardcore elements in it? It's hard to tell, but I'm here to react to it. So this is my first time ever reaction to Break It Down by My First Story. Time. Play. Okay. I like that. Okay, post-hardcore. What? This is like old My First Story. Break It Down. I hope the title like that. We're gonna break it down. Oh. Okay. Man, Hiro's voice. Okay. It's an interesting video too. Very like futuristic. I like that. It's like this really like cheap CG looking thing. And pause. He might be continuing the chorus. Weird spot. But I just have to say, so far I dig it. Like, it's giving me old My First Story vibes. And don't get me wrong on this. Like, I'm not one of those people who are like, oh, I hate where the artist is going. They're becoming too poppy. They're changing their sound. Like, I get why a band has to change their sound. Like, If you want to become big, if you want to break your niche and you want to go into the mainstream and you want to make the big bucks and you want to do cool collabs and you want to be noticed by the world or a greater audience, you have to change your sound. You have to adapt. You have to make it sound good to all ears, not just your niche's ears. And so I'm not the one to slam or bash a band out there because they want to change or adapt their sound. What I am saying is that I love the post-hardcore area of J-rock music, and I feel like this is falling back into that spot. They're doing what they do best, and so it makes me happy. Are there some like dance electric-y kind of synthy vibes in here? Not quite just yet, but I'm loving. Who knows? We might get it, and I'm prepared for it. But I like it so far. It's really cool. It's a return to form. It's really nice. Let's continue. And the music video, interesting. This post-apocalyptic future-y vibe. There's the dance. There's the dance electronic-y thing they do. It suits the song though, it does. Okay, this is what I love. Those punchier pre-choruses. Is this Tron Legacy? I don't get it. He's got this. Oh, okay. Flip the bird, why don't you? Like Star Wars meets Tron. It rocks hard though. And pause. Yeah, I like the I guess futuristic vibe. I feel like this is a common theme in a lot of songs right now. A lot of J-rock, a lot of Western punk rock. We're looking to the future. There's some existentialism there. There's a lot of fear there, and so I feel like a lot of music is going to center around like commentary around that, which is pretty cool. I don't know what he's saying. There's some English in there, but yeah, I love that they do that he mixes in like the English choruses or the English like kind of lead-ins, and then he's just kind of spitting in Japanese. And I love it. This is what we love. This is the type of J-rock I love, is marrying the English with the Japanese, and if it's done well, you get a song like this, and it hits hard. I'm going to need a few listens to like really sink it in, and is it going to go on a playlist? Who knows? We don't know yet, but I'm happy. It's my first story. They're rocking out. Hiro sounds amazing. The freaking drum and that double kick bass, the rhythm of the guitar, and then we've got a little bit of like scales going on in there. So I'm no technical expert when it comes to music, but if I hear something I like, I'm going to tell you. So let's kind of get into what I think is going to be a bridge. We'll see how it goes. Is it going to go electronic? Is it going to go post-hardcore? Find out. Oh, I like those pinches there. Sounds cool. Oh, they're slowing it down. Talking about fear. Don't give up on your dreams, guys. Oh, I like this actually. It reminds me of a lot of old My First Story. Okay, we're back, baby! I love this! If their new album is anything like this, I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. Alright, I'm they won me over. This rocks. This is J-rock to me. This is my kind of J-rock. Yeah, let's go Hiro. The man's looking good too. This man lost weight. He slimmed down. He's got a wedding coming up. Or maybe he's already married, but I know he got married, but oh, getting faster in the outro with the drums. Bro, this is hard. This is post-hardcore. Yes. Love it. That, my friends, is My First Story. That, my friends, is what they do best. I would have liked a little bit of spitting, you know, a little rap, couple bars from Hiro, but honestly, I know it's a popular thing to add a lot of like synth and electronics and effects onto the instruments, and it's really big, and I do like that for the most part it was just stripped down like rock. And it slapped. That bridge won me. He went soft in the bridge, and I was just like, okay, this reminds me of some earlier My First Story, like Antithesis or something like that. And man, yeah, I'm tripping over my words because I'm like, yes, let's go. Like, I want more. I want more of that. In their last album, The Crown, I believe it was called, they kind of released a single every month. To kind of celebrate their anniversary, and then they released an album of it. There was a lot of just like electronic-y type songs, or songs that I'm just like, they're going really far with it, and I'm like, okay, this is their new sound. Then they had a couple of bangers that really melted the synth and the effects into the songs well. They were more digestible for me and more to my liking, my taste. This fits it. This is great. This is like, they know who they are, yet they're not afraid to, like, you know, push forward and integrate this sound in a natural way. So I'm excited. This is My First Story. This is Break It Down by them. If you love My First Story, you let me know your favorite My First Story song down in the comment section. You could recommend a song or video by them, but I've seen it all. Like, I'm a My First Story kind of guy, so I know it. I've seen them live twice, and they're just like, amazing. So I just want to know what your favorite My First Story song is. You can put that down in the comment section down below. Let's have a conversation about it. Until then, I'm going to see you guys all in the next one. Take it easy.